Please remain standing. Gentlemen, remove your hats as the DeWitt Symphonic Band, under the direction of Mike Norman, plays our national anthem. You may be seated. Parents, grandparents, relatives, faculty members, board members, and honored graduates, welcome to DeWitt High School's commencement ceremonies for the graduating class of 2016. Before I recognize our honored guests here on stage, I would like to take a moment to acknowledge our teachers who are in attendance today, whose dedication and commitment throughout the years allow us to celebrate today. Teachers, if you could please stand so we can pay tribute with a round of applause. At this time, I would like to take a moment to recognize the individuals who have joined me here on stage. With us are Board President, Mr. Mark Kellogg, Board Vice President, Mr. Cliff Flood, Board Treasurer, Mr. Craig Kaler, Board Secretary, Mr. Jason Hanselman, Board Trustee, Ms. Sarah Hartman, Board Trustee, Mr. John Tremontana, Board Trustee, Mr. Brad Stoddard, Senior Class Advisor, Ms. Teresa Huff, First and Out Principal, Ms. Beth Whaley, Shavy Road Principal, Mrs. Emily Palmatier, Scott Elementary Principal, Mrs. Linda Reha, Herbison Woods Principal, Mrs. Vicki Milner, Junior High Assistant Principal, Mr. Mike Garrett, Junior High Principal, Dr. Keith Cravata, Assistant Principal, Mr. Sean Wade, Athletic Director, Ms. Terry Rayburn, Curriculum Director, Dr. Lori Webb, Assistant Superintendent and Director of Finance, Mr. Rob Spagnolo, and Superintendent of DeWitt Public Schools, Dr. John Dieter. At this time, I would like to welcome Carter McCullen, Senior Class President, and Zion Jackson, Student Government President, to the podium to address the graduates.
Good afternoon. What an honor it is to have the opportunity to be the first student to speak today. On behalf of the graduating class of 2016, I'll let you in on a little secret that not even my closest friends know. I'm very shy. No, really. I usually try to avoid the cameras and crowds if at all possible. Seriously though, I must admit that I have been a little nervous about what I should include in my speech today. So I've tried to consult with a few people to help me out. Last week, I sat down with Chuck, our custodian, and he told me,
you know, you just got to get the curriculum, and academics is sports. That's good.
And I said, all right, Chuck, that's a pretty good point. I'll go with it. So, my message today to my classmates is quite simple. We have so much to be thankful for. We are approaching the finish line today in this major step in our lives. And graduating from a highly competitive quality school like DeWitt High School is no simple feat. Do you realize that we have 18 young men and women right here that have graduated with a 4.0 GPA or higher? For the record, I'm not one of them. In addition, we have 56 people graduating with a 3.75 or higher. Have you witnessed our award-winning performing arts programs like band, choir, and our musicals? Do you realize that DHS has brought home 33 league championships, 20 district championships, 16 regional championships, 4 state runner-up finishes, 1 state championship team, and 1 individual who won 2 state titles himself? All of that in our 4 years of high school. It's a good problem to have, but Mrs. Rayburn, our athletic director, has basically run out of room in the trophy cases out in the hall. And we may not be done. Just this past week, our boys golf team won regionals, and both girls soccer and baseball won districts. Good luck to all 3 teams as they continue their quest for more state titles this week. This has been an amazing run. DeWitt High School is a great place to be, and certainly there are young people all over the area who wish they had the opportunity to be one of us. From my personal experience as a part of our PALS Exchange program, we consistently hear from students from other schools who marvel at how well we get along and interact with one another and our teachers here at DeWitt High School. While we have all contributed a lot of hard work and dedication to get to this point, all the help and resources we were provided here at DeWitt must not go unappreciated. First of all, to our teachers, we are extremely fortunate to have all these hardworking people at our sides whenever we have needed them. They care so much about each and every one of us. They have set the bar high and established high expectations that some people might fear, but our class has embraced. Next, to our community, most of you who are here today have been supporting us for years, encouraging us along the way, cheering for us, picking us up when we fall short, or providing whatever tools are necessary for us to be successful. Last but not least, to our parents, you have provided an opportunity to live in a city like DeWitt, and you have given us your undying love and support. In closing, congratulations to all of you, class of 2016. Congratulations for making history. At DeWitt, you name the activity, we excel. Plain and simple, we win, and that's what I know you all will continue to do after we walk out these doors. Thank you, and always remember, DeWitt forever.
Good afternoon, parents, grandparents, friends, and most importantly, graduates. We made it. 13 years, 13 long, hard-working years. Whether you started in the school district or not, you still made it. I would first like to start by thanking God for life and the ability to stand here in front of you all and speak. My family, teachers, and all 239 of my peers right here in the seats in front of me. Graduating from high school. Such a huge accomplishment for us, but I believe that it's only just the beginning. Oftentimes at this point in our lives, we're looking for ownership of something. A rite of passage, well, here it is. We've officially worked for an extremely important item that we now own, our high school diplomas. But it's up to us what we do with it, how we use it to our advantages, and how we flourish from it and grow the seed that was planted. If I could, I'd like to compare our journey to a garden. I'm sure you all know what a garden is. Yes, indeed, I know you do. But a garden is a space of cultivation for growing plants, flowers, anything. Many people plant seeds in gardens with hopes to produce beautiful flowers, healthy plants, or tasty vegetables. In order to have a great garden, you need great soil. We have been blessed and fortunate enough to have a special soil here at DeWitt Public Schools. A garden really starts with a seed and someone who is willing to wait. A seed produces after its kind. What is planted is expected to grow. Today I'm going to ask you to think of us as seeds that have been planted. We have been given the proper nourishment and care to grow into what we are today and are still growing as we move into the next chapter of our lives. As we grow and reach maturity, we spread ourselves out and our petals start to bloom and bring out all of our beautiful characteristics. Each day as we are on a new journey, like a flower in a garden, we gain a new petal, gain wisdom, gain experience. Like a flower or a plant in a garden, we each have our own unique leaves, stems, buds, and ways of growing. We may not all be choosing the same life path, but each one of us is exceptionally unique in itself, no matter what the path might be. Like a garden or a plant, we must take care of our lives as we do our own plants. Sometimes our plants rot because we do not take proper care of them. We might neglect to water them or give them proper treatment, but when that happens, the ending turnout of the plant is not positive. Every plant has its blooming season, and this is the time for us. A plant may not get enough rain in one day, but the next it will receive a downpour. Life is beautiful, but not easy. So enjoy your time of bloom, for the time will come when we are fully blossomed and standing tall. Don't rush your blooming season. Take your time, enjoy your life, try new things, experiment. Use the fruitfulness of your plant and education to make a difference in the world. Share love and positivity as a plant shares its beautiful form and fragrance. Motivate those around you to give unconditional love so that their garden may flourish like yours. Life is like a flower cycle. It comes and goes around in a circle. There will be good days, bad days, ups and downs, happiness and sadness, but everything that happens during the cycle will help you grow as a person. Take something out of each experience. If you fail, make sure the next failure is greater. As Samuel Beckett says, ever tried, ever failed. No matter, try again, fail better. All success comes from failures, and all knowledge results from failures. So remember to tend your garden, make it fruitful, let it grow, but be productive. You are a seed in the prime blossom time. Take advantage of it, learn, fail, love, play. Take your time and enjoy life, because you only get one. The Lord will guide you always. He will satisfy your needs in a sun-scorched land and will strengthen your frame. You will be like a well-watered garden, like a spring whose waters never fail. Isaiah 58:11. Thank you.
At this time, could I please have senior band members join the symphonic band for one last song, who will be performing As Summer Was Just Beginning. Following the band performance, I also ask all chamber singers to join the choir for one last song, who will be performing For Good with soloists Madison Dingledy and Susha Pistova.
most learn and we are led to those who help us most to grow if we let them, and we help them in return. Well, I don't know if I believe that's true, but I know I'm who I am today because I knew you. Like a comet pulled from orbit as it passes the sun, like a stream that meets a boulder halfway through the wood. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? But because I knew you, I have been changed for good. It well may be that we will never meet again in this lifetime. So let me say before we part, so much of me is made of what I learned from you. You'll be with me. You'll be with me like a handprint on my heart. And now whatever way our stories end, I know you have rewritten mine by being my friend. Like a ship blown from its mooring by wind off the sea, like a seed dropped by a skybird in a distant wood. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? But because I knew you, because I knew you, I have been changed for good. And just to clear the air, I ask forgiveness for the things I've done you blamed me for. But then I guess we know there's blame to share, and none of it seems to matter anymore. Like a comet, like a shower from its passing by a wind off the sea, like a stream that meets like a sea drop by a bird in the wood. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? I do believe I have been changed for the better. And because I knew you, because I knew you, because I knew you, I have been changed for
I would now like to introduce our salutatorian, Ms. Emma Sand, and our valedictorian, Ms. Susha Pistova, who will be delivering this year's commencement address to their classmates. Emma?
Welcome, families, friends, staff, and the class of 2016. We have finally reached the end of our high school career. All of the time we spent struggling through our schoolwork and balancing the multitude of activities has finally paid off. We are now ready to move on. I would like to start by sharing some words from Grey's Anatomy. The relentless climb, the pain and anguish of taking it to the next level. Nobody takes pictures of that. Nobody wants to remember. We just want to remember the view from the top, the breathtaking moment at the edge of the world. This reminds me of this very moment. High school was a wonderful and crazy mix of events, some happy and some sad. And here we are at the edge of the world, our final moments in high school. How do we measure the time we spent in high school? In the beginning, we measured it in class periods and the days to get to the weekend. And as the days and weeks passed, we measured it in semesters, and then years as we moved from being freshmen to sophomores. And now here we are. By the time we reached our junior year, we were prepared to take over for the graduating seniors. And now here we stand as our time at DeWitt is over. I know that as I look back on high school, I, like many others, will measure my time here in a much different way. I will measure it in all the friendships that have grown over these last 4 years. Some were casual and others were much closer, but I'll remember each one fondly, as I'm sure all of you will too. And as the time passes, that's how we'll ultimately measure the time we've spent here, not in class periods, semesters, or years, but in the friendships we made and the memories we shared together. As we reach the end of high school, we have all heard the cliched advice that everyone is telling us. I know we have all been bombarded with these words of wisdom, so I'll keep this down to one short quote from Steve Jobs. Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Don't be trapped by dogma, which is living with the results of other people's thinking. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own inner voice. And most important, have the courage to follow your own heart and intuition. They somehow already know what you want to become. As we reflect on the past and look forward to the future, it is important to remember those who helped us make it to this point in our lives. To our teachers and school staff, we thank you for everything you have done. Thank you for going beyond the call of duty. You took the time to explain assignments, sometimes repeatedly because we weren't paying attention. You allowed us to come to you before and after school for help when you probably had a million other things to do. You demanded the best from us and set the bar high. To our parents and family members, thank you for supporting us in more ways than you could ever know. You helped us with homework, came to our plays, concerts, and sporting events. Thank you for listening to our problems, helping when you could, but also giving us room to grow. In closing, I would like to share some of my favorite words about the future. We spend our whole lives worrying about the future, planning the future, trying to predict the future, as if figuring it out will somehow cushion the blow. But the future is always changing. The future is home of our deepest fears and our wildest hopes. But one thing is certain, when it finally reveals itself, the future is never the way we imagined it. To my fellow classmates, congratulations on making it to the end. Whether high school was the best 4 years of your life or something to quickly put in the past, it's important to remember it's just a chapter in our lives and the next ones are going to be amazing. Thank you.
So seniors, how does it feel to finally be caught up on sleep? Outside of a school schedule, it's really easy to get swept away in the flow of things, isn't it? Personally, I've probably read more books in the last week than I have in the last 6 months, and no, textbooks don't really count. But it's important not to get lost in your routine. It's important to be aware of where you are and where you're heading. And it's important to not lose touch with friends and family, because they'll always be there for you. I've only been at DeWitt for 4 of the past 13 years, but even so, it's been quite a ride. No doubt, by this time, you're all too familiar with the hallway patrols that send students back to class, the close monitoring of after-school events, and the friendly reminders to adhere to school policy and always be on our best behavior. Basically, all the regulations that don't apply to us anymore. Some of you may also have had concerned parents that take a great interest in your activities, although concerned probably isn't the word that you used around your friends. But such oversight has been in our best interest and has kept us alive and out of trouble for the most part. These guardians can't be watching over us forever, though. This past Friday morning at our senior breakfast, I realized that this phase is about to end. Almost everyone seems to be chomping at the bit to get out of this building and never come back. And if that's still the case, you probably don't want to sit around for much longer, so I promise I'll keep it short. From now on, much of our day will depend on the choices that we make. And we won't have our parents or counselors to make our schedules for us. And time only speeds up as you get older, so from now on, if you blink, you'll miss it. I know it's daunting, but we're adults now, and we need to act like it. We have to grow up. It's time we were kicked out of the family nest. It's time we took responsibility for our actions. It's time that we earned our own bread. For those of you choosing to continue your education, a few more years in school are no excuse to be fooling around. For those of you diving into work, you're about to be in over your head. Either way, there's no going back. But each of you is more than capable of taking on that challenge, and I, for one, expect nothing less. I can't speak for all, but in the last 4 years, I've made some great friends. I've met some amazing people, peers, underclassmen, past graduates, and teachers, of course. And I can say for a fact that I would not be who I am today if it weren't for every single experience that I've had here. These high school years are my foundation, as they are yours. And every great structure stands on a sturdy foundation. Whatever prospects you have for the future are made possible by what you have accomplished here in these halls. Don't forget that. Class of 2016, wherever you're heading, whether it be college or trade school or the military or the workforce, remember where you began. Not just from an academic standpoint, but also all the people that you've met here that have changed your life for the better. If you ever feel lost or discouraged, just look back and acknowledge how far you've already come. I think you'll be surprised with what you can do. Thank you, and congratulations.
Thank you, Susha, Emma, Zion, and Carter. If we could give our student speakers another round of applause, please. Before we begin the presentation of diplomas, I would like to acknowledge the open seat that we have in the back row, which is in memory of Tatum Wallace, a member of this class who lost her life due to cancer in the 2008-2009 school year. And at this time, if Carter could please join me to the podium, we'll begin the presentation of diplomas. Please hold your applause until all graduates have received their diplomas, to the best of our abilities.
Tyler Antonio Alvarez. Dylan Montgomery Anderson. Madison Page Antez. Cameron Noel Armenschmacher. Haley Alexis Beatty. Caitlin Mackenzie Babb. Gabriela Christina Baldino. Amanda Ray Barber. Ethan Luke Bartold. Jessica Ann Baxter. Christopher Ryan Beach. Veronica K. Beck. Avery Philip Belland. Corinne Elizabeth Belmore. Noah Thomas Alexander Bennett. Brianna K. Bishop. Kelsey Elizabeth Beck, or Black, wow. My apologies. Juliana Macedo Boblitz. Catherine Delma Bolger. Harrison Cole Bragdon. Alyssa Catherine Brayman. Elizabeth Ann Braun. David Allen Brushaber. Ashley Catherine Brzezowski. McKenna Morgan Bullock. Tyler Anastasio Bunting. Jason Mitchell Byrne. Allison Janine Cardinal. Rebecca Ruth Carter. Denise Cervantes. Philip Dwayne Chalfont. Gerald Edward Chilson III. Haley Nicole Chesluck. Christopher Michael Chicanu. Alexander Peter Clark. Jacob Michael Clark. Joshua David Cloft. Grace Isabella Calarosi. Evan Mark Kahn. Ashley Elizabeth Cooney.
Austin Harry Cordes. Jessica Suzanne Cressman. Shane McKenna Cullen. Eric Ryan Cummings. Ian Scott Cummings. Erica Grace Curley. Peyton Paige Daggy. Alec Nathaniel Damon. Eric Lee Dankert. Daniel Harold Davis. Ryan Patrick DeChatelet. Eric James DeShanes. Brandon Joseph DeSmiter. Madison Mary Dingledy. Miranda Grace Dingledy. Lucian Anthony Donahue. Bailey May Drosty. Erica Ann Dumont. Jacob Thomas Eitner. Austin James England. Sabrina Alicia Esmail. Alexander Stephen Evans. Kyle Ethan Evans. Spencer Norman Farnham. Brian Nelson Fedewa. Samantha Lynn Ferguson. Riley Alex Figueroa. Callie Nicole Fisher. Nathan Wayne Fodrell. Mackenzie Lane Foltz. Veronica Morgan Friel. Zane Ray Froelich. Emily Taylor Gozier. Lily Ann George. Madison Renee Gilbert. Ryan James Gill. Kaylin Mackenzie Greenhoe. Allison Marie Gyrich. Michaela Rose Hadley. Isaiah Christian Handspike.
Andrew Douglas Hanna. Alec Dayton Harris. Melissa Lynn Harvey. Hannah Rose Hathaway. Alexandra Marie Hawkins. Ariel Hayes. Ian Michael Helm. Noah Dale Hempel. Garrett Wayne Hendershot. Olivia Grace Persman. Michaela McCloy Hobbins. Emily A. Lynn Hoberla. Cassandra Joy Hoffman. Monica Michelle Holland. Matthew Alexander Hood. Hallie Barrett Haran. Kira Marie Horn. Matthew Michael Hummel. Cecilia Jane Hunter. Gabrielle Maria Yacobelis. Zion Isaiah Jackson. Callie Mae Jimerson. Sarah Ann Jimerson. Jenilyn Marie Jubeck. Alec John Kangas. Trevor Jean Kapp. Julia Patricia Kiesling. Nathaniel Eric Jin Kemner. John Amul Cole. Kurt Warner Clonehammer. Rachel Ann Nick. Taylor Evelyn Amelia Knickerbocker. Chrislyn Amy Marie Knight. Jess Russo Colehep. Mackenzie Ann Cost. Erica Lynn Kramer. Laura Christine Kohanig. Morgan Ashley Lamb. Ryan Patrick Lawrence. Benton Joseph Leck.
Nathaniel Joshua Lentz. Marie Ann Loop. Matthew Charles Loop. Liam Patrick Lynch. Brittany Maldonado. Robert Edward Milechka III. Michaela Janae Marison. Brandon Eloy Martinez. Bryce Lenoble Martinez. Marcos Diego Mazuka. Carter James McCullen. Benjamin Rory McDonald. Chase Allen McPhee. Matthew Thomas Maher. Jaden Zimvega Medina. Alexander Ethan Meisling. Austin Lee Melton. Cameron Lee Mills. Tristan Victoria Mills. Allison Marie Molitor. Nicholas Thomas Moody. Madison Nicole Mowry. Gabrielle Renee Munt. Trevor Joseph Murphy. Jennifer Sue Myers. Caleb Quinton Nichols. Mackenzie Marie Knoll. Kiefer Block Norton. Devin William O'Brien. Shannon Patrice O'Connor. Elise Adrian Ostrander. Lauren Rose Parker. Lauren Nicole Patrick. Susha Dmitrievna Pestova. Hannah Joe Peterson. Levi Joseph Platty. Alexander Edward Prue. Raul Douglas Polito. Brooke Nicole Ragucci. Dane Michael Reeves.
Justin Mark Robinson. Noah Samuel Ruseger. Austin Scott Ryan. Joshua Thomas Ryan. Cameron Adam Sackett. Genevieve Evelyn Sampson. Emma Ann Sand. Connor McClellan Sands. Bassam Wassam Saye. Keith Allen Sayer. Braden Mitchell Schmidtman. Jillian Lorraine Sane. Carter Jacob Selfridge. Nicholas Todd Setter. DeMarco Michael Shango. Haley Jean Schenkel. Christopher Thomas Shanley. Bo Chadwick Sigmund. Courtney Elizabeth Simon. Therese Ann Simon. Allison Renee Sims. Jacob Allen Score. Bailey Lynn Slater. Savannah Irie Slate. Colin Matthew Smith. Jared Michael Smith. Sydney K. Smith. Brandy Lynn Spees. Brittany Alexis Spence. Lily Shannon Splawn. Jennifer Ruth Catherine Starr. Nicholas Paul Stebbins. Sarah Adele Stein. Michael John Stone. Kristen Marie Stroney. Ryan John Sullivan. Michael Alexander Saman. William Hall Tate. Joshua Reed Tankey. Donovan Michael Tarn.
Jonathan Norman Terrell. Kaylee Rose Tice. Olivia Rose Townsend. Jesse James Tyler. Kenneth J. Tyler. Emily Ann Udry. Matthew David Umholtz. Brittany Nicole Van Kranenberg. Alexander Bang. Nicholas John Van Houten. Abigail Marilyn Van Lake. Catherine Vickeries, sorry. Cassandra Nicole Villarreal. Taylor Danielle Villarreal. Abigail Rose Wade. Jack Johnson Ware. Damian Douglas Walker. Amy Wang. Amanda K. Ward. Summer Brianna Ward. Abigail Rihanna Watson. Allison Ruth Westlock. Ashley Marie Wilkinson. Ambrose Kahir Williams. Kalahari Williams. Emily Helen Williams. Nicholas James Wilson. Jacob Carl Yost. Elizabeth Catherine Zunker.
Seniors, please rise. On behalf of the DeWitt Board of Education, I hereby declare that these candidates have met all the graduation requirements for DeWitt Public Schools. To symbolize this accomplishment, I ask that you move your tassel from the right side of your cap to the left. By the powers bestowed upon me by the state of Michigan and the DeWitt School District, I pronounce you as graduated. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the graduating class of 2016. Congratulations.